Today we are going to discuss Fire and Ice, written by an American poet, Robert the First. In this poem, the poet says that the end of the world will be through two bad things, that the world will end either in fire or ice. So the title says Fire and Ice. So the world will end either in fire or ice. Fire stands for desire, lust, greed, wants, etc. At the same time, ice stands for hatred and war. So the world will end by out of human emotions. So desire, lust, greed, wants, hatred, war, all these things comes out of human emotions. So the world will end either in fire or ice. The poet drew inspiration from Dante's Inferno, in which 7 deadly sins are there, such as envy, wrath, greed, lust, sloth, etc. So, in this lesson, he says, it has come to line by explanations, fire and ice. So, fire stands for desire, lust, greed, wants. Ice stands for hatred and war. So, some people say, the world will end in fire. So some people say the world will end by the desire of the people. When the people's desire become extreme, when the people's have extreme lust, when the people becomes greed, when their wants becomes increased. So through that the world may end. That's very clear when we understand the present situation. People are so greedy. People are lust. People's desire is extreme, too much, which actually brings the destruction of many things. And second line, some people say in ice, the end of the world will be in ice, means hatred or war. So now we can understand hatred between the nations and the war between the nation. So the world will end in ice, either in fire or ice. So some people say the world will end in hatred or means ice. From what I have tasted of desire, what I consider, what I have tasted of desire, the world will end in desire. That's what the poet says. Once more, he makes it clear. And he says, I hold with those who favor fire. Fire means desire. So, poet says in the third and the fourth line that his opinion is that the world will end in desire, means fire. Okay, so he hold with those people. He stand with those people who favor fire. So in second stanza, if it had to perish twice, means if the world had to end by the second reason. Second reason is ice. If the world had to destruct or to be destructed, or world had to end by ice, through war and hatred, I think I know enough of hate. So, hate also will be enough reason for the end of the world. Hate comes from ice. Hate is equal to war. So, people hate each other, country hate each other. So, war comes between the nation. So, it ends in the world. So, it is ice. Hate and war comes from ice. Ice stands for hate and war. So, hate and war also means ice also will be enough reason for the end of the world. So he comes very clearly into that idea to say that for the destruction, ice is also great and suffice. So for the great destruction means great destruction for the end of the world. End of the world will be a great destruction. So ice also would suffice, would be sufficient reason for the end of the world.